name's Limalyang, and you're watching Andromeda Poetry. So today I'm going to tackle about the most common question asked about poetry, and that is, what is poetry? So before anything else, we first need to understand the dictionary meaning of poetry, which comes from, or I got from Merriam-Webster Dictionary, which says that poetry is a kind of writing that formulates a concentrated imaginative awareness of experience in language chosen and arranged to create a specific emotional response through meaning, sound, and rhythm. So now that we have heard or read the dictionary meaning or definition of poetry, we have to break down and analyze that specific description to further understand what is poetry. So I divided that certain paragraph, into three several sentences, which is formulates a concentrated imaginative awareness of experience. Second is in language chosen and arranged to create a specific emotional response. The third is through meaning, sound, and rhythm. So we need to analyze the first sentence first. So it says that it formulates a concentrated imaginative awareness of experience. It just means that poetry is a form of writing that gives the readers a certain place for them to explore whilst knowing that they are locked in the author's experience, making the readers venture into the author's world. So it just explains na may binibigay sa atin yung author na lugar kung saan nakakulong tayo sa lugar na yun, pero free tayo mag-explore, gumawa ng adventures or journeys para makakonclude tayo kung ano yung meaning ng poem or what makes that poetry. The second sentence is in language chosen and arranged to create a specific emotional response. So kadalasan sa mga poetry, actually requirement siya sa poetry. Kapag gumawa ka ng isang poem, kailangan may ma-feel yung readers mo, or dapat may nilalagay kang emotions dun sa writing na yun. And that makes a poem a poem. Pero I'll tackle about that in the next episodes. So that sentence just explains na poetry is a creation of paragraphs that would connect the readers and the author, or would connect to the readers as a relatable content, relevant concept, or reoccurring experience or memory. That includes simple to complex structure and schemes and proper use of words with a sense of creativity. So ibig sabihin lang nun, paggawa siya ng mga paragraph or stanza na kokonekta sa mga readers sa isang unique way kung saan magiging relatable yun para sa kanila, relevant sa mga contemporary issues ng mundo, or even encounters and self-experiences. So the third line is through meaning, sound, and rhythm. So that just means na poetry is reading or hearing while understanding new explanations or perspectives about several topics, issues, and etc. in such ways where the thirst of knowledge comes with the hunger for entertainment. So, yung tatlong foundations kasi na yun, meaning, sound, and rhythm, lahat kasi yun dapat mahanap and makita sa isang poem. And that makes it poetry. Pag sinabi kasi natin poetic, dapat merong nararamdaman, nakikita, merong na-understand, merong naiintindihan yung readers dun sa binabasa nila. It's not a typical essay kung saan, ito yung description, ito yung nangyari. Hindi. Parang, ito yung naramdaman ng author, ito pala yung experience niya. That makes a poem a poem. That makes poetry. So dun sa lines na breakdown natin, yung formulation of concentrated imaginative awareness, yung language chosen and arranged, and yung true meaning and sound and rhythm. Actually, yung tatlong yun, merong tatlong words na pwede natin ilagay or i-title sa mga lines na yun. Sa una, yung formulation of concentrated imaginative awareness, pwede natin sabihin yun yung imagery. Imagery is commonly used in poetry, sensory images. So imagery includes literary techniques, similes, metaphors, hyperboles, alliterations, or devices, vocabulary. So yung understanding mo sa iba't ibang words, yung knowledge mo, and wisdom mo sa words. Sensory images as foundation of sentences. So, para siyang literary techniques. Pero mostly use yung 5 senses ng tao. Then, use of mind links. Mind links naman yung connection of the author to its poems. So, minsan kasi, yung mga poems, nagsusulat sila ng personal experiences dun sa mismong poem nila, which makes it relatable to the readers talaga. Kasi minsan, may mga readers na, na-experience na nila yun. Kaya kadalasan sa mga topics about sa spoken word is love, kasi siya yung pinaka-common na na-experience ng mga tao, which makes it relatable and which makes it effective. Pero minsan nagiging cliche na siya at paulit-ulit, kaya parang annoying ganun. Pero as a poet or spoken word artist, nag-iisip kami ng mga bagong concept or gumagamit kami ng imagery para i-describe yung experience namin about love, yung simple experience namin about love. Gawin siyang complex in a way na kahit complex, creative siya. So next is yung in language chosen and arranged. Yun yung second sentence. So ano naman yun? Yun yung structure. So we can call that structure. Dito naman sa structure, it includes word choice, sentence structure or creation. Ito yung sequencing or order of sentence or cohesion and coherence ng sentence, yung connecta nila sa isa't isa, connection nila sa isa't isa, relationship nila sa isa't isa. Author's tone and reader's tone. So yung author's tone, explain ko na rin, yung author's tone, ito yung nararamdaman, behavior, attitude, yung personality ng author habang sinusulat niya yung poem na yun. Yung reader's mood naman, ito naman yung nararamdaman, behavior, attitude, or personality ng reader habang binabasa niya or pinapakinggan niya yung poem niya. So next is schemes, configurations, and reading standards. Kapag sinabi nating scheme, yan yung sequencing or kung gaano kadalas gamitin yung word na to, gaano kadalas yung ulitin yung sentence, gaano kadalas nyo gamitin yung mga literary techniques. Yung configurations naman, yung creativity and yung flexibility to use different kinds of devices sa poem na yun. Tapos yung reading standards naman, ito yung pacing, yung flow, yung speed, yung pause, yung mga punctuations na hindi naman nakikita kapag nagsasalita yung poet, pero nakikita pag written. Pero naririnig dapat kapag nagsasalita ang isang poet. So, yung last naman is yung through meaning, sound, and rhythm. Masasabi natin yung last line na yun is musicality and creativity all in one. Kasi merong basic foundations ang poetry. Yung simple poetry, which is imagery, sound, and structure, yung ISS. Or ako lang may gawa na. Pero madalas siyang ma-encounter sa poetry. Kasi siya yung pinaka-basic, 3 basic concepts of poetry. So yun nga, yung last sentence na through meaning, sound, and rhythm, yun yung musicality and creativity, which includes lyricism with rhyming, meters, pacing, moving speeches, methods and tune, and overall aesthetic or beauty of the poem. So pag sinabi nating lyricism, hindi lang siya yung paggamit ng certain word or pagiging malalim sa vocabulary, pero yung paglalaro mo dun sa salita. There are different kinds of ways kasi para laruin ang isang salita, hindi lang literal, hindi lang figuratively. So ayun, may ambulansya po. Commercial. Ayun. So gaya nga ng sabi ko, hindi lang 2 ways yung paglalaro sa isang word. Meron siyang malawak. Isa siyang galaxy, isa siyang universe of playing type. Ang isang word kasi maaari mo yung gawing palindrome, anagrammatic, phrasing, maraming kinds. So yun yung lyricism with rhyming, meters. Yung rhyming naman yung pagiging magkatunog, ng dalawang words or more. And I'll be explaining more of rhyming sa next episode ko ng what is. So, next naman is meters. Pag sinabi natin meters, ito yung number of syllables or number of certain categories sa isang poem. Pag sinabi natin sa certain categories, para siyang for example, yung iambic pentameter. Yung iambic pentameter kasi, madalas siyang gamitin ni William Shakespeare sa sonnets niya. Yung sonnet, yun yung isang kind of poem where you use iambic pentameter, yun yung structure ng sonnet. So, ibig sabihin lang ng meter, yun yung count ng something sa isang poem. Kunwari, sa iambic pentameter, ang binibilang kasi doon is yung stress and non-stressed words. Pag sinabi natin iambic pentameter, para magkasunod yung stressed tas non-stressed ng 5 beses. So, yun yung parang meters. Pag pacing naman, yung speed, yung pause sa isang speech, sa isang talk, or sa isang spoken word poem. Lastly, yung moving speeches. Moving speeches is yung storyline or plot ng isang poem, content, meaning ng isang poem, through sound. So, parang habang nagra-rhyme ka, parang music na siyang pinapakinggan. So, doon po mapasok yung methods and tune, or how you use music sa poem na yun, how you use sound sa poem na yun. And yung overall aesthetic or yung beauty ng poem. Kapag may tinignan ka kasing poem, tapos binasa mo lang siya, pero hindi mo siya naiintindihan, may ma-feel ka na, ay, ang ganda pala nito, babasahin ko. So yun yung parang overall aesthetic. So in summary, para tapusin na natin yung video na to. In summary, poetry is undefinable or maybe defined in several ways that it couldn't or shouldn't be generalized in one thought. Para sa akin po as a description, poetry is a place where all your thoughts, secrets, experiences, encounters, dreams, desires, and stories could be written freely and creatively without the thought of consequence. So, sinulat ko to kanina as a description. Gaya nga nasabi ko kanina, isa siyang place, poetry is a place where you could freely enjoy anything you want to do, anything you want to conclude, anything you want to understand, anything you want to know, without consequences, without punishment. As in, free ka doon, pero lock ka sa place na yun. So, free ka sa isang place, pero lock ka doon. Bawal ka nang pumunta. Kung gusto mo naman pumunta beyond, you're gonna write another poem. Yun lang po. So, in this, we can conclude that poetry is a safe haven for anyone who's lost in pain, in joy, in sorrow, or in any kind of situation. So, ako, pag nagsusulat kasi ako ng poem, madalas, meron akong hinanakit, meron akong pinagdadaanan. Pero, minsan, actually, araw-araw kasi ako nagsusulat. Hindi ako nagsistop sa pagsusulat. Maraming mga writers din na makaka-relate na we don't stop on writing kahit na wala kaming maisip. Meron pa rin kaming naisip. So I think that concludes the discussion for today. Now, what is poetry? Sana nasagot siya ng ayos. Na yung poetry ay isang place kung saan nade-describe mo yung nafe-feel mo. Nasasabi mo yung nafe-feel mo. Mga hindi mo masabi. Pero I'll leave it to you. Kung meron ka mang sariling description or definition ng poetry, please comment down below. And I think that's all for today. In my next video pala, na series pala to ng what is, I'll be explaining and discussing rhyming or rhymes. So I think that's all for today. I'm Lawrence Tumalyang. Good morning once again, and you're watching Andromeda Poetry. Stay tuned. God bless.